Hey guys, Jacob here from Take 3 Productions. We are doing our second match of the Ultimate Singles Tournament. I'm super excited about this. We have Mike Kalinowski versus Josh Macuga. It's going to be a great match, but before we get into that, let me introduce my panel. Chris Clark, how are you?
I am doing fantabulously. This is going to be a great match. A strong match. We have Macuga, who has a huge personality, and we have the Batman himself, the killer Kalinowski. Both of them are gonna butt head. They're gonna butt head. They're gonna rock it. They're gonna rock this world, and bada bing, bada boom, and the booty booty boom. It's gonna be great, Jacob. It's gonna be awesome.
Chris Diamond, how are you?
Oh boy, it's kind of hard to top that, guys. But when I'm not breaking stuff or slamming food at the last second, I am getting ready for what I'm sure is still going to be a great Schmoedown match in round one. And while I'm not particularly invested in either competitor, I still look forward to seeing what happens today. And hey, come on, it's the Wild Man. It's the Wild Man versus the Killer. What can go wrong?
Hell, yep. It's going to be a very interesting match. Matt, what are your thoughts? And welcome.
Oh, thank you. Just one thing, Jacob. End with Chris Clark. Have you not learned that yet? Just end with Chris Clark. But seriously, I'm looking forward to this match. For those of you who watched our brackets, I have Kalinowski winning the whole tournament. So, Mike, please win. Or else I have to rip my bracket right in front of everyone here. And I don't
you are, with all due respect, Kearns, I love you, but you are not Jeremy Hastings.
Very true.
I meant more metaphorically rip my bracket.
Okay.
Well, that GIF.
Speaking of which, Jacob, don't you have Macuga winning today?
No, everyone here has Mike Kalinowski winning.
Oh,
the
really?
only one in Take 3 that doesn't have Kalinowski winning is, of course, Evan. So,
We'll see.
Macuga needs to lose. Like, Kalinowski has to win. There's no way Evan can have that on us. But, all right, guys, let's start this one. Let's hit play in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, play.
And I like Macuga. But
I love the group.
It's just Mike's a little bit better.
Will this be the first tournament Macuga is out in round one?
Yeah. Well, the first singles.
Yeah.
Because
Was he not out first round last year?
No, he kicked out
Mark Wolf.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That's one of the biggest upsets in Collider history.
You're right.
Yeah.
It shows me how good my memory is. And she was wearing the orange dress jacket, I remember it.
Loving this music.
It's a good trivia question. Ooh.
Is that a Flash Gordon shirt?
Let's see.
I guess Macuga is feeling a little nipply. A little nipply there.
A little nipply.
Well, Macuga, enjoy your wedding week as well.
Yeah,
yes,
Mary
congratulations.
Macuga.
You and Amanda.
Congrats, Josh.
The Ultimate Schmoedown. It is the singles tournament.
Congratulations to the new father here, Christian Harlow. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Christian.
You know, Christian, we
Lots of
always try to sell
congratulations.
these matches.
So
We're
some
always
would
gonna
say
get
that
excited about
Harloff
it,
now
and here,
has
I'm
a
just-
new
I'm calling
Harloff
off
minor
right
in the
now. Two of
family.
the most boring competitors.
Wow.
No either one of
We're
these
just gonna end that joke
just
there.
a
We're just
slugfest of
You
boredom
were
is
great.
what
You're
paint
great,
drying
Matt.
is
You're
more
a beautiful
exciting
man.
Than Josh Macuga and Mike Kalinowski. Well, you are Captain Facetious, as I see that you are wearing the Captain Feces.
Captain Feces.
Can I just say one thing? I love it now. Every time Harloff is hosting, the singles belt is right in front of the competitors.
What's that? You have never picked Josh Macuga.
And it looks right.
Never. Anything. The man is 7-7 in singles. He has had a historic run. He is one of the legends of the game. He has competed almost more than
That's the Katie
anyone else
Sackle.
in this entire league.
Bonnie
He,
Somerville.
At one point was the
That's what I
all-time
meant.
points
That's what I meant.
leader. How many points he has scored
How
in
embarrassing.
the entirety of this game. He deserves your respect, and you're mocking him.
Look,
with the
I'm a
jacket.
big fan of his parents, so John and Deb, I say this with all due respect. Josh Macuga has played in enough matches to warrant Hall of Fame consideration.
Absolutely.
He just does not win enough of them. However, I will say this about my good friend.
Yes.
What a scrapper that guy is.
Scrapper.
Does he know a lot of movie trivia? No. But he tries so hard, day in and day out. He loves competing, and so I think Mike Kalinowski might have his hands full because Macuga's been here before, maybe more times than anybody ever.
It's his 5th tournament. It is his 5th tournament.
That's old.
That's the thing with Macuga is that you see him, and because he goofs around and he's silly. I've been on the other end of this magic that Macuga has, and it ain't pretty. The guy can pull rabbits out of his hat. He really can.
Controversial one, too.
Where he'll pull things you don't think that he
What's
will
controversial
know
about
it.
it?
He will know it. Macuga's the only person that I've seen have that kind of magic. I mean,
He's going to need some luck then.
He did it against Dagnino. He did it against JTE. He did it. I mean, he's done it.
Dagnino wasn't really that much luck. That was he didn't perform that day.
But there's a lot of respect between the two of them. It was like the old guard and the new guard, and we're going to talk.
Tom does know more than people give him credit for.
Year 3 of my attempt to climb the mountain that is the ultimate Schmoedown. I have been to the championship. I have never lost in the first round. I have wins against Clark Wolf. I have a win against JTE to get in here. I fought Mark Riley to the final questions in the final of the first ever ultimate Schmoedown. I am no slouch.
As you can tell with the smile on my face, I'm excited.
Oh my God, it is.
For this first match. Josh Macuga, when I first was kind of welcomed into the group here, every single time I showed up, he was there with a handshake, a hug, a smile, welcoming me, telling me after matches whether I did great, if I had a bad match, he was there consoling me, what to work on. He's one of the nicest guys around here, you guys know, and to be facing him, this is kind of like, this is kicking it off with a bang for me.
Mike Kalinowski's out there. He's smiling. He's shaking hands. He's kissing babies. He's getting perfect first rounds in team matches. He has yet to go up against a formidable opponent that with as much swagger and as much idiocy and smartassness as I do.
People kind of compare us, but from the beginning they were saying this, and I remember a couple things were said, and he was in the audience, and I heard the hey from the background there, but that to me is an honor. I like to think of that's a form of flattery for him as well.
I'm just going to see you on the other side of this post-interview. We're going to shake hands like gentlemen after I wipe the floor with you, like Little Mac getting beat by Mike Tyson the first time you got the cheat code, and you made it all the way there, and you realized his fists were too big, he was too fast, and he knew too much about rom-coms. Ron-cons?
Ron-cons?
And he knew too much about rom-coms.
You might go the distance with me. You might give me a run for my money, but at the end of the day, you're going to be going home with a loss. You know, I'll shake your hand, I'll buy you a beer, but then I got to go off. I got some babies to start kissing. It's time to pass the torch to the new generation.
Am I scared of Mike Kalinowski? No. Do I think that his last name has a lot of syllables? Sure. Does he sound like a dude that's from Pittsburgh whose parents own a Polish deli? Absolutely. Does he sound like a champion?
It's only one more syllable than
in
yours.
Movie Trivia Schmoedown?
I love how he struggled to come up with that last bit.
Can you dig it?
Hey!
Ooh, where in the world is Booker T?
What's up, guys? It's Booker T, 5-time champ, back here on the Schmoedown. And God, this is the second week of the Ultimate Schmoedown Singles Division. We got Josh the Wild Man Macuga. He's a fan favorite, but he's taking on rising star Mike the Killer Kalinowski. Now, it's been good. It's been great. And real tough. He's proven himself in matches that no one thought he could prove himself in. But I'm gonna tell you right now, Kalinowski, he's proven himself just as well, and in team competition has been almost unstoppable.
Almost.
Macuga can win sports movies or rom-com.
I love you, Kearns.
Kalinowski, comic book movies, man. If he can do that, if he can pull off comic book movies, he can do it. Take it all the way. Now, you guys know me. I like the Wild Man. I like him a lot. But in this one right here, I gotta go with the Killer. Advancing to the second round here on the
Ballsy call.
That's the
Killers
way I
support
see it.
killers.
Hey guys, make sure you check out Reality of Wrestling. Going down every Sunday. We download new episodes on Fight TV. Download that Fight TV app, guys. That's FITE app. That's FITE app. Download the Fight TV app. Do it. Do it now.
Do it. Come on. What are you waiting for? Just do it.
I love Booker T.
Do it.
You see a lot of respect from Kalinowski, saying
Do
he
it.
knows what Macuga's been. He's not sleeping on him. And Macuga saying, I'm still here. He's never been knocked out of the first round of a singles tournament. He wants a shot. If he's able to win this whole thing, he and I go
So there's
head-to-head
basis on
at the
Evan
Spectacular
rooting
over
for
the trilogy.
Macuga.
So that's something I wouldn't mind.
No,
seeing.
yeah, it's not crazy.
To see Kalinowski win this.
I wouldn't be shocked if Macuga wins this.
Wow,
I
the
wouldn't
ghosts
be
of
shocked.
acquaintances past for Christian Harlow.
I
I wouldn't be
just
admire
shocked.
Macuga for
I'd
how many
be
times
something
he's
else,
attempted to
but
win in this
shocked
tournament.
is not it.
I don't know if I'd be more
He
mad
kept
that
pushing a rock up the
my
hill,
bracket would be
never worked
busted or
out
that
for him.
Evan
I
would
vote
be happy.
Kalinowski today. Sorry, Josh.
All right, so there we
Yeah.
go. There's the tale
Yeah, I don't
of
like
the
Evan
tape.
happy.
Mike Kalinowski, comic book movies, Spielberg movies.
We're mean
and
to him.
Smiling and wooing the ladies. Is that true? That's what this says.
And Batman entrances too.
Apparently,
guys.
yes,
Will
Batman
he's wearing a
entrance.
Batman costume today.
Josh Macuga.
Sports movies still the wild man.
Movies,
Amen
and
to that.
proving that he is still the ultimate wild man.
Every
So,
Lynn
there we
Swan
go.
stat the guy knows, but does he know
All
about
right, guys.
movie trivia
Here we
knowledge?
go.
To cap Mike Kalinowski, we're about to find out.
All right, so Mark, you ready to go?
I just said we're about to find out.
It's time for the movie trivia Schmoedown. 3 rounds in the Ultimate Schmoedown singles division. Introducing first. Representing the league,
This is from
he is Mike.
Flash.
the
Flash
Killer
Gordon.
Kalinowski.
Yes!
Ah, he's got the Flash Gordon, the Flash in the
Th-
DCU.
That is my guilty pleasure movie of all time, so this is just awesome. Oh my god, I love
They
this.
say he is the next Macuga.
4 out of 5 Dennis recommend.
When I heard the
whatever
intro, I
Mike
thought it was
Kalinowski
that
is
song
putting on
from,
those gorgeous teeth of his.
Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
And his
Alright, here we go.
representing the Wildberries with a record of 7 wins, 7 defeats. He is the 2014 Ultimate Schmoedown finalist, the Wildberries.
He just topped it. That is property.
I knew it was weird he wasn't wearing a jacket. That's good.
Brutal.
I think we're getting a
What's
dance.
this? What I win?
Oh,
To him, real nice.
thank you.
I picked you in matches before. You son of a- Oh, there's their dance. There's that. There's the
Look,
wild
there
dance.
you go.
Great
yes.
suit. There he is. It is a handshake, of course. You got the legend of Josh Macuga going to get the new bucket.
Seriously, it is the greatest intro song ever. It is just the greatest.
Yeah.
Ooh,
One of
What did he bring you?
wait a minute.
He just won over Macuga.
Oh,
He just won
drink-
over Macuga's
drinking
heart with the
Schmoedown.
Coors Light. Not a
Ooh.
sponsor of this show.
This might be a bad call.
What?
'Cause
Oh!
I hope that's a carrot that you drew.
As a gentleman, share a Coors Light with me.
All right.
That's very
question.
nice.
There we go. That's strategy.
He's
by
trying to
Macuga.
weaken me with my ultimate Achilles heel, which obviously is out.
I am just touched. I seriously, I
It's
don't
both
get
a
a
nice-
nice
yeah,
lump up my butt.
Freaking. All right.
I would rather have a Coors Light than
We'll
this.
see what
Yeah,
happens.
this
This
still
could be
means
one
a
of
lot
the
to me. Thank
most
you very much,
awkwardly
Josh.
funny
All right,
Schmoedown
all right,
matches.
Here we go. So it is time for the Ultimate Schmoedown. Second match here in the Ultimate Schmoedown singles. Works like this. Round number 1. Mark, how's it go?
In round number 1, each competitor is going to get 8 questions. They correspond to 8 different movie categories. Each question is worth 1 point. There's no penalty for missing a question.
When's the
There's
last
no
time we
stealing
seen
in round
people
1.
drinking
Once
during
we
a
ask the
Schmoedown?
question, please write down your answer
Macuga's
on the
last
board
match
in
where he
front of
found
you.
half
Just
a
as the
fireball.
answer is light. At the
Oh,
same
that's
time
true.
we ask you to
there.
say your answer, please show what you wrote
Oh, that
to
one.
the camera.
Any Macuga match.
Double
Cool.
secret probation confirmation.
Yes!
All
Oh,
right.
I love Animal
remember-
House.
You guys remember the JTE rule. You guys know the challenge rule. If you don't know, please ask. We will definitely give you the definition of how those work. You guys are vets, though. You know how it works. All
Macuga
right.
looks a little nervous here. Josh, are you feeling
Nervous?
okay?
No, I feel fantastic. I'm
Okay.
psyched. I'm ready to go.
Mike, you ready to go?
Listen, there are a few people in this league that are better looking than me, and Mike Kalinowski is not one of them. So it's fine.
All right, here we go. So, Macuga, you ready to go?
I'm ready.
Kalinowski, you ready to go?
Let's do it.
And let's get ready to
That burn.
All right.
All right, here we go. Round number 1 and question number 1 in the realm of...
In the world of new releases, name the comedic actor who stars as Tennessee
Oh, yeah,
in
he
the
knows.
2017 thriller Alien Covenant. I just got a chance to watch Alien Covenant finally.
And...
Did not care for it.
Thank you, Ellis. Thank you.
Really?
Tennessee.
Wow.
I'm whispering. I don't want them to hear me, but I
They
did not.
probably have microphones on.
I am
5,
upset.
4, 3, 2.
I mean, can you repeat the question?
Wow.
already.
Already using it.
Stop.
Early.
Name the comedic actor who stars as Tennessee in the
You wasted it.
2017 bust Alien
Yep,
Covenant.
he hasn't got it.
But sometimes you just, yeah.
3, 2, 1. Pens down, please.
Danny
Josh
McBride.
Danny McBride.
Danny
Correct.
McBride.
Kalinowski.
Shut.
Put Kenny, but
Kenny Powers. He was going
yeah,
for a
I was going
Kenny
for it,
Powers.
yeah.
All right,
He
all
knew
right.
it.
Question number 2
He
here. in
just
the
couldn't
realm
get
of
the
action-adventure.
actor name.
In Broken Arrow, who plays Riley Hale, a pilot who hopes to foil John Travolta's
Oh, wait!
Now, Broken Arrow.
No, wait, I know this!
gem.
You talk about a cinematic.
I thoroughly enjoy this film.
It's so
Very
bad.
fun film.
This movie's terrible.
Oh, it's fun. It's fun.
It's so bad.
It's stupid, but it's fun.
And that's pens down, please.
Christian
Kalinowski.
Slater.
Christian Slater.
Christian Slater.
Correct. Macuga.
Bill Paxton.
Oh!
That's it.
Oh,
That's it.
boy.
It has
I did
one of
not
my
expect Macuga to be
favorite
felt
dumb
by that.
lines in
Broken
film
Arrow
history.
guy.
I don't know what's worse.
Underground nukes whittling
The
the
fact
earth.
that the fact that we've lost a nuke, or the fact that it happens so often we have a name for it. It's one of the dumbest lines, but I love it.
No perfect
In
round.
the Oscar-nominated film Vicky Cristina Barcelona, name one of the actresses who played either Vicky or Christina. Now,
I've never heard of this movie.
That sounds like
Christina Barcelona. I don't think that's one.
Vicky Cristina
Barcelona.
Barcelona.
Me giving you who directed it is kind of a cheat to the answer, because she's in every single one of his movies lately.
All right, here we go. Macuga.
Juliet Roberts.
Oh,
Scarlett Johansson.
Penelope Cruz or Scarlett Johansson.
Rebecca Hall or Scarlett Johansson.
That is
Oh.
That is correct.
Yeah, Penelope Cruz is the wife who.
Oh, that's right. But I would have gotten it for
Now,
ScarJo, so I still got it right.
Did not
Haha.
play either Vicky or Christina.
Oh.
All right, here we go.
Something new every day.
Next
John
category.
Macuga, huh?
I got kind of like transfixed by boobs in that movie.
Here we go. All right, you boob. All right, you boob. Here we go.
Beautiful.
Next category.
Beautiful Josh.
Gary Marshall.
Typical
directed
Josh.
Valentine's Day, Mother's Day,
Ugh.
and what other 2000 film named after a holiday?
I'm gonna take a wild guess.
These movies were all awful.
My mom watched Mother's Day and I caught the last like 15 minutes. I was like, Mom, why are you wasting your time on this?
Just
Because Matthew, I just need to
Guess
watch
it.
a bad movie sometimes.
Three,
Do not impersonate my
two,
mother.
one.
She's
Pens
sorry.
down, please.
And here's the thing, Mrs.
New
Kearns,
Year's Eve.
I'm sure you are a very lovely woman.
She doesn't watch these videos.
Okay.
Taking shots at New Year's Eve.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Kearns. I'm sorry.
You're
I'm
absolutely
sorry.
right.
Dude, she watches Mother's Day. It's
Your
okay.
next category is drama.
To the drama.
The drama. For my mother, as well as our competitors, the question is, Robert Pattinson joins the circus and romances
Oh.
Reese Witherspoon.
Oh, I know
What
this.
period piece-
I got my sister's a Pattinson fan.
Cry like something's
No!
happened in this episode.
Shit!
Yeah, something's happened too. Just
I get a little.
You got time.
say this.
I know.
Get a little
You-
misty-eyed.
All I'm saying is I get a little misty-eyed.
I don't like this movie. It's an okay movie, but it's not
It's
great.
fine.
Two,
But it's gonna make sure I hit it.
one, pens down.
Water
Water
for
for
elephants.
Elephants.
That is
Yes!
correct.
Yes.
Kalinowski.
Water for
There
elephants.
you go.
Woo!
2-0 for Dumbo.
They drink a lot of water.
Kalinowski
That sounds like a
carries
great
4-3
movie.
You know what's a
right.
great
And
scene with
I-
elephants?
2-0 for
Indiana
Dumbo.
Jones' Temple of Doom when she pours the perfume on it.
All right, and our next question comes from the world of horror/thriller. Crap, right? The question is, which Beetlejuice star played Donna Hawthorne in the 2006 Mindbender: A Scanner Dark?
Oh, what's her name?
What? I can think of a lot of people from Beetlejuice, but I've never heard of this movie.
Scanner Darkly is a fuck.
No, it is. It is.
2006 Mindbender.
Two.
Whoa, it's definitely not Glenn Shaddix.
Winona Ryder?
That is
Woohoo!
correct.
I couldn't pick it. I could not.
It's Ryan
I
O'Rider.
put the mom from
All right, here we go.
I couldn't get her
guy
name.
did. God, what's his name?
What kind
Who
of
directed
animal?
it? The guy did the
Waiters
Before trilogy and School of Rock and anyway.
Van Dyke in Mary Poppins.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Van Dyke
Alright.
apologized for his accent.
Really? I just watched me perform.
Chris Clark knows a lot about this answer.
Hope so.
Thank you, Matt.
White suit,
Four.
Well, to be fair, this is like one of the best musicals of all time.
Penguins.
Hands down.
Penguins.
Penguins.
So,
Penguins.
it's one of those, like,
Oh, right, yeah.
Penguins.
Chris, what's Chris Clark knows the answer to that?
It has.
Okay, now Jacob, have you missed one yet?
Yeah, one. I missed the Winona Ryder one.
Ooh!
Last question.
Ah!
Bears?
Here we go!
Ready for
Come on, baby! Perfect round!
Movie release dates.
Movie release
What year
dates.
saw Arnold Schwarzenegger start in the action rock?
That's so
Come on.
Hold on.
I think this is it. Yeah.
Thank you.
Hold
thank
on.
What if he gets it wrong?
He won't. This is like the easiest question in the world.
you. Come on.
Those are the best ones to lose.
It's Junior,
This
where
is this
he's
is
pregnant.
this is one of the greatest years in film. Period. 1994.
1994. I said 1991. Whoops.
1994.
See?
Correct.
Oh!
So Kalinowski there. It was toe-to-toe for a bit. Kalinowski
So,
took a little bit of a
Jacob
pull
got-
there.
Chad!
7-4 as we
Chad,
I got
I am
7.
coming for you!
He got 7 out of 8, and Chris got 8 out of 8. Okay.
And now we're going to
Yep.
explain the rules.
Like Chris,
for
like we
round
should make
number
Chris a
2,
small
also
little
known
box
as
just
the
to
wheel
celebrate by
round.
himself.
In this round, Josh
In fact, I'm
Schmoedown
going to do that
is
now
not
in
gonna be
editing.
walking the wheel out because he's currently competing. The wheel we speak of has 12
I didn't do
different
it. I'm too lazy.
categories, and they all have 4 questions lying within them up here at our news desk. So once you get a question, they're each worth 2 points. If you're not sure of the answer, you can check the multiple choice.
I'll probably just
Point
put like
the
a
question
teddy
goes
bear or
down
something
to 1.
with a
Keep in
transparent
mind,
background next to him for the rest of the
there is
thing.
No, you
stealing
won't.
available.
You too
In round
lazy.
2,
Just
however,
did it.
there is no penalty for missing a question. Josh, you were the favorite, but you were not in the lead, so now Mike Kalinowski is going to have the option of either spinning first or deferring.
Oh, this is gonna be
to your
interesting.
Pittsburgh Steelers opponent.
Were you just taking a shot? Was that a shot?
Round.
you took?
I'm just pointing out the facts. Okay?
Take off the blazer, okay?
Also, remember, opponent's choice, if Martin said opponent's choice, if it lands on opponent's choice, you have to take the category that your opponent
I played 14 matches, Christian. I get it.
The comment section forgives no one.
All right. It was like a Rocky Blyer of this league.
All right, here we go. So, Mike, please go ahead and spin or give it to Macuga.
I really want to give it to him to be a gentleman, and because he's a great guy, but
Mm.
I gotta take it first.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
sorry.
right.
Missed
Crack
opportunity
that
to put
wheel.
musicals on the wheel. That would have been funny.
Yeah, I mean, Kalinowski standing up to give it a good spin.
He knows it. He's been here
Proper
before.
form, put it back into
Yo,
it.
come on, comic
We're
book
looking at
movie.
comic books.
Nolan.
Christopher Nolan.
I'd take Nolan. Nolan's a pretty.
That's
not
Mike.
broad enough.
Director of such
I'd
movies
take
as The
Nolan.
Godfather.
Is that a new wheel category?
No,
No,
it's been
around
there.
for a while.
He's taking it.
Taking Nolan.
All
Yeah.
right. All right.
All right, here we go. I will-
There, Brian
Get the
David,
Batman
you got your
questions
Be
in there?
administering, not asking.
Whatever. Here we go. All right, Mike.
Yep.
Who plays stage engineer John Cutter,
Michael
who works
Caine.
with both Borden
Caine.
and Angier in The Prestige?
I've seen this movie twice.
He thinks it's a trick. He thinks it's a trick. He thinks it's a
Would
trick
that be-
question.
Four.
Michael Caine.
That would be
Okay.
That was a good impression, too.
Pretty,
He was just getting his
pretty solid
impression,
Hoagie from Jaws of
you know,
Revenge right
ready.
There's
there.
some people out there that love the Prestige. I got a standing ovation right there.
Here we
It's
go.
a good movie about magic
All
and
right.
stuff.
Yeah, I got it. I get it.
Inception. What is Joseph Gordon-Levitt's character's
Arthur.
first name?
Arthur. Yeah.
Multiple choice.
Yeah, no, I wasn't going to get that anytime soon.
B. Arnold. C. Arthur. D. Aaron.
He doesn't know.
Arthur?
Oh, I got it.
Wow.
Nice.
Really good. All right.
He picked an A name.
Yep. At the end of Batman Begins, Jim Gordon holds what
Captain.
rank in the
Captain.
Gotham
Captain.
City-
Oh, yeah, he is. He starts lieutenant. He ends a captain.
He doesn't become commissioner until Dark
Dark
Knight
Knight.
because of the
When the
guy
commissioner
gets
dies.
poisoned.
Just because, Commissioner Loeb gets poisoned.
Captain.
Is incorrect.
Ooh.
I'm gonna
Oh,
go.
no, it's lieutenant.
2 points.
Oh!
That is a huge
Yeah.
deal
You guys
from
made
a
me
guy
doubt
who
myself.
has been on
He
this
starts
stage
as captain and he
Batman
ends as
before.
lieutenant.
All right.
Yeah.
I got those two
I was
mixed up.
thinking
Yeah.
that,
Go,
and then
last
Jacob
question.
made it sound,
Who
so I
plays
was like,
Teddy?
God.
The man in the
I
face
see.
who
I
was
said
shot
lieutenant,
in
and
the-
you
Oh.
said captain.
Well, you know, because we're idiots.
Joe
Oh, the
Pantoliano.
crap. There we go.
You got it.
5.
Multiple choice.
A. Guy Pearce. B. Russ Feha. C. Mark Boone Jr. D. Joe Pantoliano.
Oh.
Joe Pantoliano.
For 1 point.
That's
11-6. Nice.
5
So
points.
clean up
Five.
there, but
Look,
Macuga,
it's 5
huge
points,
deal,
but that
keeping
feels
him in
big.
this ballgame.
Yeah,
That's a
definitely
huge
Yeah.
deal.
because now 11-6,
Well,
McCallum gets
It
4 points.
may or may not be. We have to see what Macuga rolls.
All right,
Yeah,
here we
but
go.
still.
Yeah, okay, it was big.
Oh,
It
my
was
good
big.
Lord,
I'll
that
give
is
you
a
that,
spin.
but
Spin.
That's a guy.
2 points could go a long way.
Here we go.
People
Yeah,
win
exactly.
games with 2 points.
Round and round it goes.
People win games with 1.
Oh,
Oh!
Begging for it to sit
Oh!
I'll stay.
He is
He
staying,
does,
and
yeah.
all of these are
Josh
bad boy
Macuga,
questions.
Action adventure, one of his
this is
favorites.
gonna get interesting.
And here we go. All right, Josh.
Bad boys too.
What character actor
Adventure.
played the president of
Bruce
the United
Greenwood.
States?
Bruce Greenwood, yeah.
National treasure.
He's played the president like 3 times.
Yeah, he was just just did it again too.
13 days.
On a side note, I feel like the National Treasure series should continue. I don't think 2 movies was enough.
4,
I love it.
3.
I'm gonna multiple choice it.
Is it A. Robert Patrick, B. Tom Wilkinson, C. Bruce Greenwood, or D. Frank Langella?
Blank Langella? Don't know who that is.
Frank, as in Frank Janish, and Langella as in Langella.
5.
He seems like kind of a scummy dude. I'm gonna go Frank Langella.
Oh,
Correct. Mike Kalinowski.
go with your gut.
Bruce Greenwood.
Always go with your gut.
Wow.
Kalinowski.
Go with your gut. Always go with your gut.
So-
That's
Oh,
right.
oh, wait, no.
That's the one
You got
thing that
1 point,
Macuga cannot afford to lose is his
Wow.
own gut. Your next question, Mike.
How many shots are you gonna take at me at this
That
match?
was not a shot.
It's a shot.
You're in winning
You're taking a
shape.
shot.
You look
Mark
great.
Ellis getting to the head of Macuga. This is interesting.
Without, unintentionally, though it may be.
Liar.
Josh, my dear friend, who played Guinevere in 2004's
Keira Knightley.
King Arthur?
Oh, Julia Armand.
Correct.
Incorrect.
That's first night.
Yeah.
Played that first night.
Can I repeat the question?
You can. That's your
Yes,
second
please.
one.
Yes. Who played Guinevere?
This is a good use of
They need to change that rule that when you steal, it doesn't when they repeat the question when it's stolen. They have to change that
Yeah,
rule.
4,
Yeah.
3.
Keira Knightley.
Whoa!
Oh!
That shouldn't have
Go
counted.
back
Armand
for 2
actually
Should
played
not have
Guinevere
counted.
in First Night. Wow.
Oh,
In
this
First
is dangerous
Night.
for Macuga.
Is
If he gets-
Macuga gonna challenge
We're in
this?
danger of being knocked out here, but Josh,
No,
we have
it-
2 questions
It's not
left.
the-
So here we go.
Why would he
Josh.
challenge
Your
it?
next question.
Oh, okay.
In
It's
command,
Kalinowski challenging it. It's
John
yeah.
Matrix
It's just
gets Bennett to put down his gun by convincing him to fight with
A knife.
what?
Knife.
Come
I
on.
don't like now,
Bennett.
John, to carry you.
Fight with your fists.
Oh no!
Nice.
Oh! Knockout.
Oh
That's
my
a knockout.
God! No!
No, it's not-
Bennett to put down
it's
his
not a knockout.
gun
It
by
used to be a
convincing him
knockout.
to fight with what? And it was a
If,
knife.
wait, but if Macuga, I think, misses his next
My
question,
eyes.
It is a
now-
it's a
Come
knockout.
on, Bennett.
So
It's
and
not.
Here's where we are right
Well,
now.
If
With
he-
Josh
that's
Macuga,
steal.
if he doesn't get this question right,
Oh,
we're
there's
still
another
gonna go to
question.
round 3 unless Mike Kalinowski
Right,
does
sorry.
know the answer and somehow gets
I thought
another
he'd
steal.
done all 4
Boy, my
already.
heart
All
is
done all
racing
4.
right now, and not in
No.
the direction I want it to be going.
This
All
is
right,
interesting.
you choose your friend.
This
So
is-
here we
I
go.
did nothing of the
Slow
sort.
down,
Your
gods.
question,
Please
Josh.
bless this question
played
to be in Mike's
Alice
favor.
West? A Tomb Raider with unscrupulous methods in Lara Croft Tomb Raider.
I've never seen any of these movies. Multiple choice.
Is it A. Guy Pearce,
Daniel
Yeah,
Craig.
B. Daniel Craig,
Oh, yeah.
Daniel-
C. Channing Tatum, or D. Clive Owen?
That was Daniel Craig's first major film.
Mm-hmm. And he does a terrible American accent in it.
5, 4.
Clive Owen.
That is incorrect. Mike Kalinowski. Be for the win.
Yep, I know. It's probably Guy Pearce, right?
Daniel Craig.
And your winner!
Oh!
Oh! I love Macuga, but I'm glad that the guy I chose won by a knockout in his first round.
He has just put himself in a big legendary status here. He just knocked out the Wild Man. No one
Oh
has
my,
ever,
wait!
ever knocked
no one's
out
ever done
the
it.
Wild Man
And never
in
has he
singles.
lost in the
Josh
first
has had a
round of
bad game.
tournament
Josh has had a
either.
bad
This
game.
is a day of first for Josh Macuga,
This
not
is
how he
great.
hoped
Wow.
the day would
That's,
pan out. And
I
I'll
got
tell you
free
what,
beer out of it.
we were just we were
So
looking
deadly.
for that Macuga magic. He spun the category. I
Wow.
think he most won it on the wheel. The questions were difficult. Mike Kalinowski knew them in his vault of knowledge. Macuga's luck could not come to play against Kalinowski's knowledge
Wow.
here today.
Kalinowski
Macuga's the
is
best
starting
in round
to
3.
really find his way in the Schmoedown.
He could have done
those
something.
The sophomore jinx is gone. He's there now. He feels confident. You can tell he knows the rules of the game. He takes his time. He looked like someone that is a serious contender in this thing. And I mean, Macuga just didn't have the magic today, and he'll say as much in the interview here. But like
he broke the
missed
cardinal
something.
rule.
Probably thought
Don't
he
drink in
would take his
Schmoedown.
time like he normally does.
Had he gone
It's
to
not
multiple
the cardinal
choice,
rule.
Will Kalinowski
had he
run
gone
the
to
table
multiple
in the
choice, he
tournament?
would have
Will
been
Josh Macuga show some
mathematically
emotion? Will I be able to retain
able to
my
stay
Hollywood
in.
best friend
Yeah.
Oscar from Josh Macuga? We're
But
going to find out right now.
Kalinowski
Jen
got
Sturger has an interview
two
with
point
the winner and
steals
the
off
loser
of
of
him.
today's match.
Yeah.
What's up, Movie Trivia Schmoedown fans? I'm Jen Sturger, and I'm here with Mike, the killer Kalinowski. That was amazing. How are you feeling after that match?
Kind of mixed.
What?
I'm hurting. Like, I feel bad. Like, and
You
not,
lived
and
up
not,
to your
and not,
name.
and not in a
Wow.
great match for me, but it was like
You lived up to your name,
yeah.
Mike, the killer. You just took
Right.
down a legend in Josh Macuga.
I did, so it's kind of a shock. I got a little bit of like, I think, heartburn. I don't know if it's I'm getting older or what, but it's like, I don't know if it was the beer.
We have
but I feel
Tums and
kinda-
Crafts.
I feel good. I feel good, but you know, I had to face him, and you know, yeah, he's a great guy. He's such a good guy, and I didn't want to.
He's so shocked right now.
You know, maybe go a little bit further and a little. I don't know. I don't want to.
The fantasy update is going to be
Yeah, I am.
really
I am.
interesting.
You're like really flustered
Like my other
by
matches,
this.
I felt like really good, and I'm like, yeah, we did it. I did this. You know, my past history with Brienne. I'm like, yeah, okay, she made fun of me, but you know, but with this, yeah.
You shared a beer with your friend,
It's bittersweet. It is
and then you beat his
bittersweet.
ass.
It is bittersweet. Yeah.
So your stealing actually was what really won you that match. Tell me, how were you feeling going into that second round, and when you saw that the action questions just came up much harder than we anticipated?
Yeah, and I tell you, I went with Nolan because he's got a limited filmography. So I was like, okay, but that Batman Begins, you know, and I know the line. It's you know, Batman comes up to him and he's like, you know, detective. He's like, oh, it's lieutenant now, and I'm just like, it just was not there, and I knew it wasn't commissioner because he gets that rank in The Dark Knight. So, you know, I've studied movies that I don't know. I think maybe it's time to kind of go back and like Batman Begins. I saw that 15 times in the theater, so
We
maybe
know
I have
you
to
did.
change stuff up a little bit here. Yeah, but yeah, his action adventure. You know, that's a strong one for me too. So if he was going to miss him, I was going to get him right.
So you knew you
action
had that in
adventure
your
is
pocket.
definitely a category for me.
I don't know. Do you feel like this might be a changing of the guard here at the Schmoedown?
You know,
A little early to
I
say.
don't want to believe that because I still
A little
want
early to
still want
say.
him
You
there.
just
He's
had a
always gonna
bad
be there. You know, hey, if I was not a part of DC movie news, that would be a man that I would love to be a teammate with. You know, when I first started this, before I started the DC movie news,
That would have
it's
been
like,
that
who
would have
I
been
get
good.
Along with who would I just want to have a great team with, and he's one of the guys from the beginning. I was like, I'd love to have been a teammate with
Mike
him.
and Macuga as a team, that would have
I
been
hope he's
great.
going to be around. I hope we'll play again.
Would have been-
Many more. He's 14 matches he
Would have
has,
been
so I hope I'm
nuts.
going to get him again just in a regular match without the tournament.
Well,
I
this is
doubt this is the
15.
last
He's
time
had this
we
is
see
his
Josh
15th
Macuga. He
match.
just keeps coming back even when we
He's
don't
good
want him to.
looking.
And I think out of all
Charisma.
15
So
matches,
now,
this is
looking
probably the
forward
one
to the
where he
tournament,
had it off
you're going to
game.
be facing
I don't think
either
he's had it
Clark
very,
Wolf or
very.
Brianne Chandler, who
Besides
have
the
not
Mega Powers
competed
stuff,
yet,
I
but
don't.
we all know your history.
Well, sorry,
He
that doesn't even
Chandler
include
to
his
my
team
Batman.
matches.
Yeah.
This is
But
15
Oh, wow.
regular
I mean, how many times do
singles
I have
matches.
to knock her down? I mean,
He's a legend.
I'm not saying this. To be
One
negative,
loss like
but
this
Yeah.
isn't
I
going to
mean,
affect it.
But
Yeah,
Clark Wolf, on the
exactly.
other hand, that's a match. But Brienne, who knows? So you know, I don't know going into this. They're both strong competitors.
Either way,
I've never
I
faced
will
Clark
be
before. I've
happy,
only seen
like,
her
if he
compete.
plays
I know
Wolf
she
or
knows her
Brian, it's
stuff.
going to be a good match.
Brienne, I know her tricks. I know
Oh,
her
yeah.
tactics. I know how to ride.
I think we all
This
collectively
is the
know
tournament
what
now, so
caught
they're both
Matt's eye
strong.
this week.
You know, or as I would say, the gauntlets come off. So I don't know. It'll be interesting. I am waiting to see what's gonna happen with that match. So we'll see.
So, looking even further ahead,
Okay. Yeah.
are you ready to play the commissioner for the belt? Do you think
Now-
you have that in you?
There are.
And what costume are you wearing? That's what we were.
Well, I got to go to my man tub. We'll see what happens in that. But as you guys know, Christian and I know each other for a very long time. He's the guy that brought me into this. He got my
Right?
start.
Florida State.
Florida State, DC Movie News.
Florida,
I have a
bloody
long history with
state.
Christian, but I've seen him compete. It's a sight to behold with those guys. So I think my path is kind of
So I guess if
now
I go back to college, I should go to
coming
Florida State.
into sharp focus where it's going to go. I think I have a shot at this.
10 years ago.
So it's gonna be
Exactly.
interesting. It is going to be interesting to see what's going to happen.
More like
You heard it here,
15 years
Schmoedown
ago.
fans.
Oh,
It's about to
15.
get serious.
Whatever.
Josh Macuga,
I keep forgetting how late it is in the 2010.
Is that how you want to start the interview?
No.
Jen?
That's
Sure,
hilarious.
yeah. I'm
Sometimes I
very
still
emotional
think
right
it's
now,
2010.
Schmoedown fans. I'm super emotional. I got knocked out for the first time ever in the friggin' tournament. A tournament that I've made it all the way to the championship. Am I a little pissed off? Sure. Am I a little pissed off about the commando question? Come on. You're not supposed to fight with knives. You're supposed to fight with fists. He throws a pipe through him at the end of it. A pipe. They don't use guns. I don't. Jen, you know, in action adventure, the fact that I got fucking Tomb Raider and King Arthur is an embarrassment to anybody writing questions for action adventure. Those are fluff pieces meant for idiots watching on a fucking FXXXXXX on a Sunday afternoon. Okay?
Ow!
And I don't like it.
Chris Kalinowski just needs to walk
I
in the
was just gonna
frame.
say, were you a little surprised at how difficult the action questions were? When you spun action, you had to were like, "Yep, this is my jam. This is in my wheelhouse."
Yes.
And then that happened.
Yeah, I'm pissed.
And the steals really were what set you back.
Well, listen, the steals are ridiculous because I pretty much gave him Bruce Greenwood because it is what it is. And then, I mean, listen, the fact that I stole Lieutenant, I was like, all right, at least this will get me to the third round because after the first round, I just didn't have it. First rounds have always been tough for me. If you can get me to the third round and I'm only down by 3 or 4, I think I have a pretty good chance. But today wasn't my day.
You're clearly emotional, Josh. Like, are you?
15 matches, Jen, and I needed.
No.
I just needed some luck like 3 months ago to get me going towards some kind of a roll. But this 1 win, 1 loss, 1 win, 1 loss thing, it
was hard to build.
It's not healthy.
Momentum.
It's not healthy. Yeah. It's
Do not
really
think about
emotional.
it.
Not another.
I mean,
Not another one.
how? I mean,
Because
I'll
if
give a little
too
bit
many
of credit
people
to
start
Kalinowski,
retiring and
right?
loses
Listen,
the.
he's great. He's great. I didn't think I've watched his matches. When he first started in this league, I thought, no offense to Mike Kalinowski, he was a bit of a weakling. He didn't really show up for much. He was losing to some pretty weak competitors. But
Considering he only lost one match, and that was to Drew
stuff.
McQueenie.
He knows trivia just as much as he knows how to pack an adult-sized Batman costume into a plastic tub and store it somewhere
That beer is strong
in his
right
home
now.
or storage space. So listen,
Will also be
am I
you,
proud of the
Josh.
guy for winning? Absolutely. Do I take my hat off to him for knocking me out? Sure. Do I want him to win the whole thing? Yeah, because that'll make me look pretty good.
He said, somewhere
Of course he
down
did.
the
Have
road.
you seen my face? Have you seen my record? Have you seen everything about me? Of course he paid me high praise. I'm the best at
also
pretty
said
much
you're very
everything.
modest.
Yes, I'm the best at pretty much everything around. And listen,
Would you ever consider teaming with him further down the road?
I think we'd make a pretty great team. We'd just call ourselves the Lady Killers. We're impossible to resist.
And with those jackets, I mean, who can
Exactly.
defeat you two? So obviously now are you cheering for Mike? And who do you think can win the tournament?
I think Mike can win the tournament. I think if his head is a little too big for his cowboy hat right now, so maybe he'll take it off and look like a normal human being instead of some weird version of V for Vendetta. Like, I don't know, Magnificent Seven meets V for Vendetta meets a guy that's never ridden a horse. But he's hard to beat. But Mike Kalinowski has shown he's got the flair.
Shit, I've read horse more times than
He's
Roca
somebody
has.
that is, should be feared. So yeah, I'm rooting for Mike down the line. Yep.
Awesome. Well, we
I
can't wait
pet
to
a
see you back,
horse once.
Macuga.
Do you want to stick around for the fantasy update? You want to stick around?
No,
for the
I got
fantasy
shit today.
update? Okay. Let's do fantasy update right now. We don't even
Oh
need
my
to
God,
talk to them.
Jen.
Here we go.
Yes.
Fuck.
All right, as you see, Josh Macuga obviously pretty heartbroken there. He came
Oh,
maybe jumped the gun a couple
Oh my
times.
god, that was amazing.
And we don't know what's going to happen. He got knocked out of the tournament.
Poor Cody must
This
be
is the
so
first time he's
upset.
ever been knocked out.
This
He's a little punched
fantasy
on the
update's
mark.
gonna be
I think that
interesting.
You just
no
did
way-
it.
Yeah, obviously the
He said
Wildberries
fuck.
are gonna be-
Oh.
Yeah,
Fantasy-
I'll tell you this. It was not the Coors Light that Mike Kalinowski gifted him that threw him off. I just think it wasn't Macuga's day, and that's what happens sometimes in this tournament. And I just got an email saying, I am no longer invited to Josh's wedding. I wish you all the best.
Yeah, well, and Mike Kalinowski, you hear him in the interview. A lot of good things for him coming up because he proved that he's someone to look out for right now, knocking out the Wildman. But in the interview, as you see that he gave all the respect to the Wildman and said that he's looking forward to doing more in this league. But now he has a chance of playing one of two people, one who he has serious history with.
Oh,
here,
yeah?
and that's Breanne Chandler.
Oh, boy.
Now, if Breanne Chandler happens to win her match, they could be going at it once again. However, Breanne Chandler has a lot on her plate as she goes up against classy Clark Wolf. So if Mike Kalinowski and Clark Wolf meet up here, that's also a possibility. So there's a lot to happen here as we get into round number 2. But we're just underway. This is match 2.
Yeah, and look, I think it would do Mike Kalinowski well to learn from the ghost of Josh Macuga in that Macuga's a guy who always brings luck to his tournaments, and Kalinowski's going to need to use a lot of that. Whether he has to go up against Chandler or Wolf, whoever he faces in the future of this match, Kalinowski is not going to be able to get by just on knowledge. You need a little bit of magic dust from a blue fairy.
And you, my friend, will be going up against Stacey Howard.
No magic
That's
dust needed for
coming up
that one.
next week. Make sure you check that match out. We have so many matches coming up in these singles. Make sure if you haven't watched the teams, go ahead and check out the team tournament, as you know that the finals are coming out the same exact week as the finals of this tournament. There's a lot to happen. Who do you guys think are going to win? What's your brackets say? Who's going to be taking me on for the belt at the Spectacular? Comment. Let us know. Comment and share this, by the way. And here's the one thing, like I said, we'll never charge you for these matches. That's not something we're interested in doing.
Nah, you can take them.
The only thing that we're asking you guys for, if there are 15, 20, 30, 100,000 of you guys watching it, then see how many comments you can get up there. See how many likes you can get up there. Break the record. Join the Movie Trivia Schmoedown Facebook group. Be part of the conversation. Get the stats. Join the fantasy leagues. And speaking of the fantasy leagues, here is Josh Macuga.
Oh. Oh, okay.
This is going to be interesting, as I said. And it's not happening.
Yeah, no.
It ain't happening. It ain't happening.
It ain't happening.
Nope. Nobody.
Yes.
Nope.
Yes.
That was good. Well done. That was great. All
Nope,
right, hang on. We
nope,
still
nope,
got anything? All right, guys. Well, wow. That was a first. Chris Doman. That's a first.
I'm kidding.
What was
Actually,
your
no.
thoughts?
I'm slightly disappointed because I thought it was gonna go another way, and it didn't. But oh well. Like I thought it was gonna end on probably Kalinowski's 3-pointer, but in round 3. But yeah, no, first time Macuga got KO'd, and it was by the last person you would expect. So, damn.
Yeah, Chris Clark. Any thoughts?
Well, you got to look at it like this. That was not expected, nor was any of us could have predicted a KO. It was the first time we saw Macuga get KO, and I feel like after 15 matches, to have his first KO be on his 15th match, he has to be commended for that. But he has to. But yeah, Mike did a fantastic job. This is one of the weaker Macuga matches. I wouldn't say it was one of my favorite, but it was still fun. It was engaging. They seemed like they were into it. Yeah, it was a bad match, but you know what? They made the most of it, and it was fun. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, and I'm kind of along the same lines. I thought, it wasn't the greatest matches per se, but it was funny. It was entertaining. We were able to have a great time. That's all we want with the Schmoedown. It sucks to see Josh knocked out, and that's just me personally. I don't like knockouts. Knockouts to me are just that hurts, watching someone get knocked out. I don't like seeing someone knocked out unless it's maybe the Patriots, but that's probably not going to happen for a very long time. Matt, what were your thoughts?
I kind of just want to insert the clip of Shorty from Friday, if you know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
Chris Clark, just right here. But no, really, I kind of agree with Jacob. Like, I'm happy that, Kalinowski, the guy I chose to win the whole thing, wins the first match of the tournament at knockout. But yeah, especially with someone like Macuga, who I'm a big fan of, I would have liked to have seen this go into the third round and see, what that would have been. But as is, it was a good match. Macuga just had a very, off day. And
yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, guys, if you enjoyed this reaction and you want to hear more of our thoughts on the Schmoedown, make sure you check every Sunday. We upload the Reactors Summit. We sit down. It is a full hour of us going over everything Schmoedown related, so make sure you check that one out. We also make sure you go over to our Facebook group, like and join our Facebook group. We accept everyone. You can join in and have a lot of fun with it. We just talk movies. We upload all of our other podcasts and shows out there, and it's just a lot of fun, as well as worldwide movie trivia. But guys, Chris Doman, where can people find you online?
Yes, you can find me on Twitter at my band Last Shot Redemption at LSAR Band MN. You guys can follow us Take 3 Productions on Twitter at Take 3 Trivia, and you can find me right here hosting the Worldwide Movie Trivia League.
Chris Clark, where can they find you online?
Well, you can't find me at Chris Doman because my name is Chris Clark. You can find me on Twitter at ChrisClark8788. Those numbers mean not a bing, not a boom. Or you can find me on YouTube at No Man's Land Entertainment, and I screwed that up.
And good luck in your match, Clark.
Yeah. Godspeed.
And Matt goes, where can they find you online?
You guys can find me at Kearns_Matthew on Twitter, MattMovies611 on YouTube, and right here hosting the movie fandom show every other Wednesday.
All right, guys. Again, you guys can find me online at Jacob London on Twitter, Facebook, and if you'd like to know my thoughts on movies, go to Letterboxd, just at Jacob London. I do have a link there. Otherwise, guys, we will see you next time right here on Take 3. And until then, I'm Jacob London. Take care.
Take care.